traders, how's it going? Toby here from ProEdge Trading. We get asked a lot about recommended profit targets, and we're going to go over that today. We got some recommendations for you guys you're going to like. I'll show you how to get the maximum out of these trades. Maybe not the maximum. No one's going to get to a tick, but we'll get more than 10 or 20 points that we're used to getting out of the 2-minute bars. So we're on the 2-minute. For this example, we're on the 2-minute ProEdge bars, MNQ. This is today's action. And you're probably wondering where the target lines are. We'll get to that. In these boxes, this is the market analyzer. We have it set on the ATR2. And the reason for that is we're going to be looking at these candles. And on these signal candles, we want the average of the signal candle and the one right before it. So we're going for an ATR of 2. I'll explain why here in a minute. You see the ATR down here. That's just so we can do our testing. You do not need that. Same thing with the data box. It's just so I can hover these candles and see the ATR value right away. Don't have to do a bunch of math or looking down here. But in real time, you only need the market analyzer. So for now, I'm going to move it. We're going to leave the data box up here. I'm going to minimize this ATR. So here we go. How many points should I go for? This is what we recommend. This is guidelines only, but we found this to work really well. So on this first signal, we got an ATR of 2, these 2 candles, of 76. So we want to go for half that. So that'd be 38. So here's your entry. And obviously that makes it to the 38. And what you could do, if you're using the auto, just set it up with a really high profit target and stop loss. And as soon as it gets you in, because that's the nice thing, is to get you in right here. You don't have to worry about that part. All you got to do is the math. Half of 76 is 38. As soon as it gets you in, move your stop above the edge band. And then your profit target, 38 down, so that's going to be roughly 70, which, it obviously hits that. So there's your 38 points. I would call it a day. It's a good trade. It's 38 points. And that's better than the 10 or 20 we would normally be going for on a 2-minute. Let's look at another one. Here we go, 36, so it'd be 18. Same thing, you got your, if you're using the, just the indicator, just set an ATM up with a really high profit target stop loss. As soon as you get in, move them. Stop down here, 18 points, so roughly 72. Somewhere on this candle, hit your profit target. Next signal, 54. So 27, you can see that obviously hits. And by the way, this is our trading window, 8:30 to 10:30 Central Time. 8:30 is our New York open. We usually stay out of the first 2 or 3 candles. A lot of times they could be fake outs. Here lately, they've been working really well anyway, but we usually stay out of the first 2 or 3 candles. But that's, we're going to go over some more examples. Go to the next day. 8:30 to 10:30. So here you go. Here's our first signal. It's on these, it's 117, 118. If the candle's over 100 points, we've been having a lot of that lately. We recommend staying around 40 points. Go for 40 points. We just found from doing a lot of testing, it's safer if it's over 100 points, just go for 40 points. And that's nothing to sneeze at. You get 40 points off the queue and you call it a day. So here's 40 points above that. Looking for 640. It makes it 650-ish. That one's a good one. You're in that trade, you win that trade, call it a day. But if you want to keep trading, here's another big one, 115. Get in here, that's obviously a lot more than 40 points. There's another one, 60. Right here's your entry, 30 points, 77. Hits that one easily. Here's 170. We're going for 35. That'd be 28. 28. Right. Somewhere right in here. And there you go. Take all them trades. That's a really good day. But we're going to do a couple more examples. Okay, this trade was right at the bell. We don't really like those. Just for giggles, 71 going for 35. It obviously makes it. Gets close to your stop. But we wouldn't take that trade anyway. And that's why, because you have this, you can have these seesaws at the open. So here you go. First legitimate trades, 50, looking for 25. We're looking for 600 flat, which right there. Here's 155, so we're going for 27, 28, which that obviously makes it. And that was, it's 50 points. Those two trades, that's a good day. And 25 points would have been a good day. So you don't have to keep trading. Let's go to another day. Here's one of them really crazy days we had. Here's our first trade. Is 99. So basically 40 points. This one's, if it's over 100, we want to go for 40. This one's 99. So, 40, 50 points right on the edge. 310, so we're looking for 270. 270 would be 50. It obviously hit 40, 50 points. Here's another one. This one's 56, so we're going for 28. So that would be, we're looking for 59. And it looks like it barely made it, but it made it. So 30.5, we're going for 28 points. We're looking for 58, 59 at the most. Yep, it actually makes it to 61. So, and that's where the bot's handy. It gets you in right there. If you're doing it manually, might have got some slippage. We'll do one more day. Just want to show you a bunch of examples. 90, so we're going for 45. That obviously makes it. 47, we're going for 23, 24. That obviously makes it. Now is your day there. What did we say? 45 plus somewhere around 25, that's 70 points. That's a good day. Do one more. Here's that really crazy day we had, one of many. All right, here we go. This is 300 point candle. If you want to play that one, obviously made it. This is 216, going for our 40 points. Looking for 49, it obviously makes it. This is a really unusual candles there. Here's one more day. Only had one trade this day. Yeah, 8:30. Okay. 64, so we're going for 32. That obviously makes it. The one trade that day, but he made 32 points. So that's a good guideline to use on how many points to go for. When the market gets back to normal and these candles are 20 to 30 points, we would recommend still going for 10 minimum. Always go for at least 10 on the 2 minute. But if they're 30-point candles, you go over 15, and eventually we'll get back there, I think, get back to something normal. But there you go. There's a good guideline for how many points to go for. And you see how reliable it is. All right, guys, if you're serious about leveling up your trading game, head over to proedgetrading.com. You'll get full access to the EdgeRunner indicator, the automation software, and everything you need to start trading with confidence. If you got questions or just want to connect with us or other traders using the same tools, head over to Discord. Join us there. We're live every day answering questions and sharing our setups. And we really appreciate you spending this time with us. Keep learning, keep improving, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right, thanks. Bye.